Hello, this is Christian Ochoa with MISO BIM.
This tutorial topic is importing an AutoCAD file. You're going to learn how to import a CAD file using different settings. Keep in mind that when you import a CAD file, it becomes a static object in the Revit file. This means it maintains no connection to the original AutoCAD file. In most cases, people import AutoCAD files to trace over them, and once done tracing, they delete the imported CAD file. So before we start importing anything, let's set up the shortcut II for the import CAD command. I'll do this quick, but you can check how to set up shortcuts in our shortcuts tutorial. Once that's done, type II to bring up the import CAD dialog window. Or you can select the import CAD tool under the insert tab and above the import panel. And you can right click on the tool to add it to your quick access toolbar, which allows you to just click on this icon to activate the command. Select this tool icon or type in II, and a dialog window will open. Here you can specify the file types you're looking for and then navigate to the specific file. Here I selected a DWG of the floor plan of my hotel unit. Before you open a CAD file to be imported into Revit, you can adjust many of the settings located below, such as colors, layers, and positioning. The first setting we're going to look at is the current view only setting. This determines whether the imported CAD file will be treated as a 2D or 3D element. If you check it, it will import as a 2D element visible only in the activated view. If left unchecked, it will import as a 3D element that is visible in all views. Import the selected CAD file with current view only checked and select open. And your CAD file should appear in your drawing area. If it doesn't, you can use the shortcut ZA for zoom out to fit. You can scroll to zoom in and out, or you can use the shortcut ZZ for a zoom in region, which you just have to click and drag to draw a box that you're going to zoom into. If you select your CAD file, you will notice that it is called out as an import symbol and it is pinned. If you left click the pin icon, it is now unpinned, which allows you to move and edit or delete the import symbol. It was imported into level 1, so if we open up the level 2 view, you will see that the plan is no longer visible. And if we open up a 3D view, we also see that it is not visible. So if I press ZA, zoom out to fit, it's not showing up. So now let's go back to our level 1 view and import the same CAD file again. You can select the icon or type in II. Select the same file, and this time let's uncheck current view only and select open. It's going to place it in the same spot, so if we just click on it, unpin it, and move it, it's also called out as an import symbol. So this is the first one that you brought in, and this is the second one. Notice right away that this import symbol has different options. Here we have everything grayed out except for the draw layer. It's treating it as a JPEG where you can bring it either to the background or to the foreground. While the second CAD file we imported has a base level and a base offset. So this exists in 3D space. So if we go to our level 2 view, you'll still see the import symbol. You can't select it since it's an underlay, and our underlay option right now is checked off. But if we do check it, we can actually select it. You can also see this imported CAD file in your 3D view. Let's go back to our level 1 view and just move these to the side. So next setting we're going to look at is the positioning setting. Here you can select how you will insert and place a CAD file into your drawing area. You have several options to choose from. The options that start with auto will automatically place the CAD file into the view according to the points specified. If you choose to manually place a CAD file, it displays in the drawing area and moves with the cursor. You will have to click to place the CAD file into your view. By default, the positioning is at auto origin to origin. So the origin point in your CAD file will align with the origin point in your Revit file. And the same thing applies for center to center. So select our file and open. If we choose origin to origin, it will do the same thing except using the origin point. In this case, my origin point in CAD is not in the center. If we choose manual origin, we'll see where the origin point is located. So apparently my origin point in the CAD file is a little bit to the right of my actual drawing. So just left click once to place it. Now I'm going to place it using my base point. Again, my base point is off to the right in my CAD file. And the last option is the manual center. Now I'm manually placing the center of my CAD file onto my drawing area. So those are all the 5 positioning settings that you can choose from. Positioning at center to center usually works best, but if that doesn't suit your needs, you can always go with one of the manual positioning settings. The next setting we will be looking at is the colors setting. This allows you to invert the line colors by reversing the hues, preserve the colors, which can be seen in the preview window on the top right, or convert everything to black and white. Most CAD files are drawn using bright primary colors on a black background, but Revit's white background is not really suitable for these colors. Typically you want to go black and white. As you can see, it's much easier on the eyes. You can also choose to invert. This just changes the hues. And preserve, which just keeps the same colors found in CAD. If you do want to work with these bright primary colors, you can always change the background from white to black by going to your options in the Revit application menu. Under the graphics tab, you can change the background color to black. Just press OK. CAD files are usually organized into layers or levels. So in the layers levels option, we can choose which of those layers or levels we want to bring in. You can choose all of them, just the visible ones, or we can specify the ones we want. So this is my first import with all the layers. Next one will be all visible layers only, which in this case is all the layers. And then if I just want to specify certain layers that I want to bring in, after you select open, another window will pop up, and here you can select your layers or levels that you want to import. Usually I just check none, and then I select the ones that I want. In this case I just want the wall, door, and yeah, that's it. And press OK. Under import units are all the standard measuring systems that are common in architectural production. And Revit does a good job at auto detecting, so I usually leave it at auto detect. If for some reason it comes in at the wrong size, you can choose what you think are the correct units or scale the DWG to the correct size in Revit. The option below is correct lines that are slightly off axis, and it is typically a good idea to leave it checked to avoid any error messages that state that lines are off axis. This just cleans up the drawing. We'll go over the playset setting and the orient to view setting in a later tutorial, but for now that concludes our beginner course on importing CAD files. Thanks for watching.